Hello and welcome back to another reading by yours truly, Andromeda Tarot, and my name is Andrea. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the Aquarius reading, another air sign. I do know quite a few Aquariuses in my life. I told myself I'm not going to do any more shout outs because some people don't like it. So no shout outs for my Aquariuses. But let's go ahead and get into it. I want to see the general energy around my Aquariuses. The general energy around my Aquariuses. We have the King of Cups. Woo! That's good energy. All right, this is water energy. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. I see movement. I see being good in your feels is what I'm seeing. Cup overflow with love. You got your little tie on. You're ready to take care of some business is what I'm hearing. Little shark in the distance. I love that little shark. He's so cute. All right, general energy around my Aquariuses. Okay, we have the Three of Swords. Now this one was kind of sideways, so what I'm hearing with this one is that you're overcoming some sort of grief in your life, whether that be a loss of somebody in your life, a heartbreak, things like that. You're overcoming that grief is what I'm hearing. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back in though. Wow, and I just realized that, okay, that's the reading that I just did. And then we have the Seven of Cups. So you have choices in your life. You have many options, many options. And not all of the choices that you're going to make are going to be the right one. And so what I'm hearing is to follow your heart and trust your intuition when it comes to these choices in your life, okay? Trust yourself. You got this, all right? And now let's get some clarifying cards with the Love Oracle. What's the general energy around my Aquariuses? All right, we have influences, attachment, third parties, and peers. And then we have bluff, pretending, mask, exaggeration. And so what I'm hearing is there are people around you that are trying to convince you to do something in your life, and they can't be trusted. Not everybody can be trusted, and this is exactly why you need to trust your intuition when it comes to these choices that you have to make in your life, okay? Trust your own intuition. Not everybody in this life is going to give you the best advice, and here I am trying to give you advice, okay? But my advice is for me to tell you to trust yourself, trust your intuition. You are a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Intuitive person. And so I know intuitively when it comes to other people, you're pretty good at reading other people, and so you should be good at reading yourself as well. And you are number one, and always remember that. And so trust your own intuition, okay? I'm gonna pause it real quick because my animals are wanting to come inside. Okay, I'm back. Let me go ahead and read the King of Cups card here for you as the general energy around you guys. All right, Suit of Cups, keyword psychic, creative, love, dreams, feeling, element water. The King of Cups is a Zen master who has complete control over his emotions. This regal bird can handle the most tumultuous of situations with grace and compassion. When you receive a royal visit from the King of Cups, it may signal to take some quiet time to reflect on the emotions around the situation. What emotional triggers seem to pop up regularly that hold back progress, okay? So yeah, pretty much what I've already said, okay? Trust your intuition. Go within and, you know, listen to yourself. If you believe in a higher power, you can pray on it, talk to God, talk to angels, spirit guides, whatever it is, and trust your intuition. And now I want to find out how the person on Aquarius's mind is feeling about my Aquariuses. My dog made a weird noise in the background. Hopefully y'all didn't hear that. How is the person person on Aquarius's mind feeling about my Aquariuses? How is the person... Ooh, oh, 2 cards came out. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this Eight of Swords energy is generally an energy of feeling trapped. And there's a red thread bond here as well. So some sort of soul tie, some sort of deep bond that you might have with somebody. In reverse, I'm wondering if this means that you are working out of this trapped feeling. And so this is how the person on your mind is feeling about you. So maybe I had an alarm go off. I'm going to need to turn off my alarms. They're working out of getting out of this trapped energy is what I'm hearing, but I'm going to definitely read that. And then we also have the Justice in reverse as well. And so some sort of unbalance is going on, some sort of lack. So somebody's overgiving to the situation is what I'm hearing. Let me get some clarifying cards with the Love Oracle. How's the person on Aquarius's mind feeling about the Aquarius? How is the person on Aquarius's mind feeling about the Aquarius? How is the person? Realizations, epiphanies, understandings, awakenings. Okay. Let me go ahead and read these cards here. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Reverse, the Eight of Swords indicates that a time of hardship is ending. As a result, you have learned lessons that will help you manage future challenges. And so this person that's on your mind, maybe you guys have ended some sort of difficult cycle together. Lessons have been learned. That is a lot of times what happens with these deep type bonds is they are put into your life so that you can learn lessons. And then we have the Justice in reverse. Keywords: fairness, balance, law, element air. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If justice is reversed, it may indicate that there is a person who hasn't been completely honest. If you look deep inside, that person may even be yourself. It may be a good time to examine your personal truths. When I hear personal truths, I think of a Depeche Mode song, 2 Depeche Mode songs, Personal Jesus and Policy of Truth. So those songs might be significant. And so perhaps this person hasn't been honest with you, or perhaps you haven't been honest with this person. And so I would say some sort of honest communication is definitely going to be necessary for this connection. Okay, now I want to see how you're feeling about the person on your mind. How are my Aquariuses? We have the Ace of Pentacles. So you definitely see some sort of foundation with this person. There is a romantic energy. There is an energy of wanting to weather the storms together, is what I'm hearing. How is Aquarius feeling about the person on their mind? How is Aquarius feeling about the person on their mind? How is Aquarius feeling about the person on their mind? How is Aquarius feeling about the person on their mind? Okay, we got 3 cards here. Trying to decide here. We have the Ten of Cups. This is a loving energy. This is an energy of some sort of fulfillment in a relationship. Definitely having a life together, a family together, joy together, romance together. That's what I'm seeing with that. And then the Nine of Cups. This is still having a lot of options, a lot of choices, but definitely trusting your intuition with these choices, finding what in these choices is going to bring you the most happiness. and Page of Swords. So some sort of communication. I'm going to read the Page of Swords. The young crow uses his strength and stamina to carry the sword through an intense energy storm. Along the way, he may have lost a few feathers, but it was the small price to pay for a chance at something more significant. The page has found his stride and approaches the goal with a steady, relentless determination. The Page of Swords arrives with a message to throw caution to the wind and get out there and fly. The time is now to take action. The page denotes movement, energy, and communication, all of which are essential for embarking a new adventure. And so what I'm hearing is that this is what you are looking for. And this is the actions that you're taking towards it, is what I'm hearing, okay? And so I don't know if you're already in a connection or if this is the type of connection that you're trying to get into. If it isn't involved romantically, there might be some sort of opportunity that awaits. You might have choices as far as an opportunity of abundance, is what I'm hearing, okay? Let me get some clarifying cards. I don't remember if I got clarifying cards for how you're feeling about the person on your mind. How is Aquarius feeling about the person on their mind? How is Aquarius feeling about the person on their mind? We have only you, devoted, attached, crave. And then we also have trapped, stuck, tied down, captive. Now, when I look at this card, I don't see this as being a negative energy because of the beauty of this spider web. And what spider webs signify. So the spider webs signify hard work, dedication, all of that good stuff. And so what I'm hearing is in order to work on this, in order to have this type of energy in your life, it is going to be work involved, okay? Work involved in order for it to not become mundane is what I'm hearing. And then lastly, I want to see how you're feeling about yourself with the Woodland Wardens deck. How are my Aquariuses feeling about themselves? 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 Ooh, I've never had this card. We have the Cat in Lavender, Independence. This kind of reminds me of my cat, Merlin. His little white patch is lower on his belly, but the Cat in Lavender, Independence, Black Cat energy. Okay, that's good. That's a good energy to be in. And then let me just get some clarifying cards here with the Love Oracle. How are my Aquariuses? Fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing. So what I'm hearing is that you are definitely, I would say definitely proud of yourself, but also fantasizing about somebody who can match this energy is what I'm hearing. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read the Black Cat, or the Cat in Lavender card. This is number 1. What did I tell you? You're number 1. Cats are cunning, clever, and independent. Often loners, they represent self-reliance. While lavender's scent brings soothing comfort, its Victorian association with distress reminds us to look inward, relying on our own instincts and inner resources. Upright, you can seek your full potential without depending on validation from others. Power, resourcefulness, and potential are key words to remember. How can I learn to trust myself? What traits do I possess that I can rely on? And so, yeah, this whole reading has kind of been, especially the beginning part about the general energy around you. Trust yourself before you can trust others, okay? So that's why it's important for you to trust your own intuition. You got this, all right? That is it for my Aquariuses. I thank you guys so much for watching, liking, subscribing if you're on YouTube, following if you are on TikTok, all right? I hope you guys have a beautiful day.